Hey Capricorn, welcome to your general tarot reading. I've been shuffling the deck with some Capricorn energy, but we're going to get an oracle card first for you. This is a general reading for Capricorn. Anyone that wants to watch for a Capricorn, welcome. If you have a strong Capricorn placement, welcome. Please only take what resonates. If you are an OG watcher of mine, an original watcher, you know I'm an intuitive reader. I don't just read the cards. If you're a new watcher, I'm an intuitive reader. I don't just read the cards. Any other information that you need from me is down below in the description box of all videos. So let's see what we have for an oracle card first. If you hear any background noise, I have adopted and taken in 2 dogs whose owners passed. They don't really know what I'm doing. They're like, why is this girl shuffling cards? Why is she sitting here at this chair she never sits in? They just don't understand. They don't really like it. They're a little clingy right now as they're adjusting to their new normal. So if you hear them, that's what's going on there. All right, Capricorns, I'm getting, even though you burn me to ashes, I still rise. Phoenix energy. The Fire Prince, even though you burn me to ashes, I still rise. I feel like you have quite the fight in you right now, Capricorn. Optimism and aggression. I feel like there's a lot of passion here. A lot of passion here, Capricorn. Whatever you're doing in life right now, you're like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to accomplish it. I'm going to get there. Get out of my way. I dare you to get in my way. I dare you to stand in my way. I will burn whatever I need to down to forge the path I need to forge. Let's read about the Fire Prince. Optimism and aggression, number 40. All right. When the Fire Prince arrives as your ally, he lets you know that he represents the invisible forces behind all manner of manifestation, and he brings you the gift of optimism. You will be rightly inspired to move forward and take confident and assertive action to reach your goal. Envisioning the path of the highest good with an optimistic outlook, the Fire Prince also brings you the gift of a miracle. Things come together as if by magic to create the reality you seek. You have every reason to be hopeful. Move forward knowing that you have everything you need and more. Just remember to share the enthusiasm, believe in others, and be optimistic for them too. And your fortune will multiply. I'm seeing a ladder, and I'm seeing an individual on a ladder, and instead of them getting to the end of the ladder and then going over, to wherever they're climbing to, they're turning back around and they're reaching their hand down. And they're making sure that the person behind them also can make it up the ladder. You might be leading by example here, Capricorn. Whatever it is that you've gone through, whatever it is you've endured, whatever it is people have observed you go through, whatever season of life that was very difficult that you're coming out of, you have been an inspiration. And people, I'm getting admiration. People just admire you for how you carried yourself through something. They can burn you to ashes, but you will still rise. You were burned to ashes by someone, someplace, something, some situation, some relationship, some job, something, but you still rose. And you may not know about the people around you looking at you in that, high regard, but they don't say it. I'm getting more of just a secret silence, a secret admiration of, look at Capricorn, look what they went through. Look where they are now. Look what they made of that situation. Look who they became because of that situation. Look what they created out of that situation. You were an emblem of hope. You were, I'm just getting an example of change, of willpower, of putting one foot in front of the other. You acted as a beacon for somebody or some individuals in your life. And that's what I'm getting for the Fire Prince. Like, you have to turn back around and make sure the person or the people behind you can also get up the ladder. And that might have been your purpose of walking through the storm that you walked through. So let's grab some tarot cards. Now, the tarot reading is general. It may or may not pertain to the oracle card we just pulled. But I do think a lot of people could take that message and run with it, whether you're a Capricorn or not. Though you might be burned to ashes, you will still rise. Let's see what we got for my Capricorns. Let's see what we got cooking. Good looking. I'm getting you and somebody are cut from the same cloth. You've been threaded by the same values, the same morals, the same part of town, the same part of the country you live in, the same part of the jurisdiction you live in. You have same culture, same ethnicities. You're cut from the same cloth as somebody is a message that's coming through here. What do we have for Capricorn? Page of Pentacles. There's definitely a comrade in the mix here, a solid friend, a solid ally, somebody in your life you can depend on. It is someone that you've had in your life for more than a year with the Pentacles presented here. It's someone who's been consistent, someone who's been steady, but I'm also getting that you're getting back what you put out. Like if you're a consistent, steady, good, reliable person, you're getting that back in other people. I feel like you have really strong connections around you, strong acquaintances, people you work with, or friends. Page of Pentacles. You could be starting out very new in something. The Fire Prince is just a prince. The Page of Pentacles is just a page. Page and princes are not that established. They're not kings and queens. They're not the Emperor and the Empress in the tarot. So you definitely could be starting fresh at something or starting over. If you got a divorce, if you moved into a new place, if you moved to a new city, if you moved back in with your parents, if you had a child, if something went wrong with your child. I'm also getting a diagnosis here of either autism, Asperger's, or some type of complex learning disability. For those that are dealing with, I'm getting a tism. I don't know why. I don't even think that might be appropriate to say, but I'm getting tism, like autism, something. You're picking it up as the parent, and other people might be saying, no, that's part of that phase. That's part of the terrible twos, or that's part of being a 5-6-year-old. But there's something in you letting you know, like, no, it might be something more, and I feel like you're right. If someone's struggling to read, they may be dyslexic. If someone's struggling with social cues or regulating themselves, they could have some type of autism, Asperger's on some level. That's a spectrum. So follow your gut with that. If the doctor says no, it's just because they're this age and this is what they do, get a second or third opinion. You have every right to be heard and follow your gut. Page of Pentacles for my Capricorns. 4 of Pentacles. You're rock hard steady right now, Capricorn. Like you are immovable. You're very balanced right now. I'm also getting a very set in stone energy. Like you're unshakable. It's really hard to move you. I'm also getting a very stubborn energy and loyal. Don't be stubborn to a fault, but whoever you're loyal to now is also loyal to you. I feel like you could have 2 to 4 solid people in your life that have been in your life for some time, consistently have shown up for you. You've consistently shown up for them. The Page of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. That does make a 5 though. The 5 of Pentacles is not the overall greatest energy. It is about loss and lack and not having enough. We'll see. Page of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. Lots of pentacle energy. We have Justice coming out. This is Libra energy. 6 of Swords. Now the 6 of Swords is all about, all right, we're good. I made it. I got on the other side of that depression. I'm good. I made it. I got on the other side of that panic attack. I made it. I got on the other side of those negative ruminating thoughts. I got on the other side of the first initial strike of grief after that loss. I got through the hardest part of it. I'm getting sludge. Like you were like barely putting one foot in front of the other, but you did anyway. And now you're moving quick, right? It's like when you start running and you can barely run the block and you're going super slow. But every day, if you continue to run, you're going to run a little bit farther. You're going to go another block and another block and another block. And you're going to pick up stamina. I feel like you picked up mental and emotional stamina. Even if it was really hard to push yourself out of the situation you did, you still put one foot in front of the other, got yourself out of bed every day, and did what you needed to do. I'm getting for a while, you may have been zombie-like, very focused, laser focused. There's not a lot of emotion here, okay? There's really not. I do feel like you're supported by people around you that are solid. And maybe they've helped you get through this hard time that for a while was wreaking emotional havoc and mental havoc on you. It was hard to let go of those thoughts. It was hard to let go of the situation. It was hard to move on. But I feel like you have a really solid community around you. You may have a Libra in your life with justice coming out. I'm also getting right now, life is coming back into balance for you. It may have been out of whack or out of balance for a while, but it's coming back into equilibrium. I'm getting that song, It Won't Be Like This for Long. So if some of you guys are coming, and that song is a country song by Trace Adkins. It's a United States song. But it's about a guy who is looking back on his life and sees other people struggling with their kids that are younger. He has 2 full-grown children that don't need him anymore. They don't call him. They don't cry. You know, they don't need him in that way. They're grown adults. And he sees another person struggling with her not so grown adult kids, and he's like, enjoy this. They're not going to be this little for long. It's not going to be like this forever. I feel like if you're going through a situation with your child, like if your child's going through a depression, or if they're going through their first breakup, their first heartache, or if you got a divorce and you're trying to figure out custody and that's really hard, or if you do have a child that has some type of illness or type of mental handicap, that's really hard. And I feel like you're getting on the other end of that. You're figuring out a way to figure that out. It's not doom and gloom, and I don't have hope about it. I'm going to figure it out. There's a different sense of confidence about you as well as what I'm getting, where you know things are going to be okay. What's the Libra card? Justice, please. That's the only major arcana out here. You guys are very much in your energy, Pentacle energy. You guys are an earth sign. You're just really keeping true to yourself. Like, I'm going to do what I know how to do. I know how to make money. I know how to keep a home. I know how to stay healthy and balanced when it comes to financials. I know how to support the people in my life. I know who to keep in my life. Pentacles isn't all about money and material. It's also about community and the people around you and who you're building with. I feel like you either have lifelong friends, really close family, you have really solid co-workers, whatever it may be. 5 of Cups reverse. Yeah, a lot of you guys are really coming out of something. Something that was just emotionally hard. That maybe you didn't think you were going to be able to successfully come out of or move past. Sometimes when we're struck with grief, whether it's a physical loss, an emotional loss, a relationship loss, sometimes it's hard to see the other end of, you know, the tunnel. It's hard to see the light at the end. It's hard to see, you know, the other end of the stick. It's hard to be optimistic. And I feel like your optimism is coming back. You're gaining a part of you back that was stuck in a negative emotional state, which was natural for whatever it is you were going through, Capricorn. But you're definitely coming out on the other side of it. I see someone walking through the tunnel. Maybe... So when I was shuffling your energy, I kept seeing what looked like to be Europe, but it was very doom and gloom. Kind of like Twilight, even though I know Twilight wasn't, you know, shot in Europe. But this was like cobblestone. I keep switching. This was like cobblestone and old, and it looked like dark. Like it looked like the rain soaked into the cobblestone stone and made it a darker color than it naturally is when it's light out. And I feel like for a long time, you've been stuck in a past energy trying to work your way through it to get to the other end of the tunnel. And now you're finally walking through it. Like, you've seen the light, you followed the light, even though you were still in the dark, but you're finally feeling the light. You're actually feeling the warmth on your skin from getting so close to the light now that you're on the other side. Like, you are pushing through, whether it's one foot in front of the other. I have chills. Whoever this is a very powerful person. Whether you think what you're doing is powerful or not, you are very powerful. 5 of Cups, reverse, justice. You're supposed to come back into equilibrium. I don't care who you are. You're not supposed to be sad 24/7. Life is about duality. Like, we have negative things that happen and we go through those negative emotions and work through them. And then we have really positive things that happen. We go through the positive emotions and embrace them. Like, it's time that things come back into equilibrium. So yeah, you went through your valley. But naturally, as life works out, justice is coming in to create a balance, to create equilibrium, and to get you on the other side where now it's time to experience a season of joy, prosperity, consistency, feeling good, feeling confident, feeling stable, feeling safe. Ace of Swords. You see things for what they are now. You're not stuck in romanticizing a situation. You're not stuck in not seeing the truth. You're not stuck in not being clear on what it is you need and want, or what you needed to walk away from or get away from. You are very clear-headed right now, Capricorn, and it's because you took your time walking through the tunnel. Whatever it was. Because I feel like some of you guys are showing me someone that's in rain boots, and it looks like you're honestly walking through a sewer, like muck and mire. Like you're just trying to get through the sludge. And your legs got stronger with each step. It was tiring. It was straining on your muscles, but you got stronger with each step. There's a rhyme and a reason behind that season in your life, Capricorn, and you're seeing that clearly. Some of you guys might come into something good because of it. If you lost a job, but then you fell into the perfect job, and you wouldn't have ever had that opportunity or gone after that opportunity if you didn't lose your last one. Now you're seeing, okay, like I went through all that for this. Like that was worth it. I was meant to go through all that to be prepared for this opportunity. You're seeing things in more, again, optimistic, positive light. And you're seeing things for what they are. And you're just coming out on the other end of a negative time. And it's equilibrium. It's balance. It has to happen. Everyone goes through it. Queen of Swords. I feel like you don't have a lot of emotion right now. I feel like, again, the Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, you're seeing things for exactly what they are, and you're removing the emotion out of it. You're removing the heavy emotion out of it. No matter what it was that you went through. I heard dissipating. That's interesting. Dissipating. But no matter what it was, you have removed the emotion. You have seen what you need to see. You understand on a logical level that you went through something you needed to, and now you know why. I'm also getting a sense of gratefulness. Like I didn't know that situation in my life that I thought was horrible and I wanted to hold on to it so bad was going to be my saving grace with a new opportunity. With a new start on life, a new chapter in my life, a new relationship, a new job, new friends, whatever it may be. You're coming back into a really strong stability and leaving the emotions out of it and realizing why things took place, why they needed to, and why you needed to walk through that tunnel. What else do we have for Capricorn? Let's grab a different deck. I want to look at the Five of Cups a little bit. Let's be a little nosy. Five of Cups in reverse. What was this heaviness? I'm really proud of you though, Capricorn. That's not easy. I've been there too. Won that t-shirt. Like, that's hard. Five of Cups reverse for Capricorn. I got a new deck. Try to break it in. We have the Hierophant. You broke away from tradition. For some of you guys, the Hierophant can represent a higher commitment, marriage, living together, a family unit. It can also represent religion, custom, culture. You broke away from something that was custom for you, something that was a part of you, something that was indoctrinated into you. You know, if you walked away from a religious practice that you were taught to live by, taught to pretty much cycle all of your thoughts and actions through first, something that was a major part of your family, and you walked away from that, there was a rhyme and a reason for you to do that. If you walked away from a relationship or a job, again, a higher entity in your life, a higher situation in your life, if you walked away from it, you were meant to. Sorry, I just moved that. You were meant to. Tradition is important, but it's not everything. Some of you guys made a major career shift. You could have done something that your parents or family really encouraged you to do that was a high-paying job. I'm going immediate to lawyer. You became a lawyer. You did exactly what they wanted you to do, but you're not fulfilled. You're not happy. And you want to do something that's totally against the grain and goes against all of your schooling and everything that you have and your accomplishments, but you feel called to do it. Maybe you come from a family of high prestigious academic people and they all were doctors and lawyers and scientists and engineers, and you're like, I don't want to do that. I want to go paint on the side of the New Orleans, quarter. I want to go do that. And I want to take a gamble on if I make money that day. Like there's like it feels like it's going extremely against the grain, but you did it. You found a lot of consistency in it. You found a lot of stability in it. And you found a lot of hope, newfound hope in this new chapter in your life, or getting on the other side of that sludge, that tunnel, and feeling the warmth of the light actually creeping through, knowing that you've gone through a hard time, you've gone through a breakup, you've gone through a death, you've gone through a massive life change, you've gone through a diagnosis, a family member has gone through a diagnosis, a child of yours has gone through a diagnosis, something has happened, but you're seeing the rhyme and the reason behind it, and you're removing the emotion out of it, and you're handling yourself in a very refined, logical, graceful way with the Queen of Swords energy. And you're like, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. Now, this is an interesting picture to me. This girl right here is about to kill a spider. And some people, when you think about it, some people kill spiders and like, yeah, I killed a spider so it doesn't bite my family. My dog doesn't accidentally eat it. Like they're a pest. But then there's other people that catch a spider and release it outside. There's other people that make bargains with the spider in their corner. And like, if you still chill up there and stay up there, like you can stay. Some people see the spider as somebody that can keep the population of mosquitoes and other insects down. Some see the spider as a pest of an insect itself. Perception is key. Perception is key. Be a little mindful, I'm getting, of being in the Queen of Swords energy. You might be really quick to splat somebody or an idea or a situation thinking that's what's best or what's best for yourself. But hear the spider out. Like if that's a new opportunity coming your way, the spider's about feminine energy. It's about creativity. And it's about weaving your own web. So an opportunity might be presenting itself that goes against tradition, goes against the grain. It's everything you've been preparing for from the situation you've gone through. So don't just squash the bug. But I'm also getting, for those that are fighting against tradition or fighting against traditional family values or fighting against religion or like walking away from that, the people that surround you might have thought they were doing the best for you, teaching you, certain beliefs and teaching you how to do and live a certain way and teaching you to, have a certain family dynamic. So they might not realize that killing the spider wasn't the best thing for you, and they thought that this would happen if they didn't kill a spider. They thought the spider might bite you. That the spider might, cause an infestation in your home. So they killed it. Right? But you might not want to kill it. You might be like, okay, that spider can chill here. Different perspectives of things. I feel like you're battling against the perspectives of other people and the wants and wishes of other people, especially if this is a religious or family dynamic. There's a lot of different messages going on here, but the main overall message is that you made it to the other end of the tunnel. And I think this does have a lot to do with this first card, optimism. You were optimistic. You knew you were going through a hard time. You knew that if you just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, you were getting on the other end. And now the other end is here. Be mindful of people trying to pull you back into your old self, your old way of being, your old thought patterns, your old actions, your old religious beliefs, whatever it may be that you pushed away from. I'm also getting, you might be dealing with some people that might be a little manipulative and not realize it, trying to get you and coax you out. I'm getting a coaxing out, like, come on, Capricorn, you've been depressed for a little bit too long. Or come on, Capricorn, you've been in the dark a little bit too long. Or you've been sulking a little bit too long. Or you've been sad for too long. Or you've been depressed for too long and grieving for too long. Just be mindful of people like that because they feel uncomfortable with your heavy emotions. So they don't want you to sit with them anymore because it makes them uncomfortable because you're not the same as you go through those things and work through those things. So be mindful of people like that. Okay, let's get a little kid animal oracle card to finish it off. Now this can pertain to you and your inner child. We all have an inner child. We all were a child once. We all had wants, hopes, dreams, desires, talents, and gifts before the world started to dim us down. Experience started to derail us and life got real, right? So that can be for you. Or if you do have a kiddo and you're watching this and you want to use this as their life lesson for the month or the week. You can do that too. They're very simple, straight to the point. Very sweet cards. What do we have for Capricorns? Butterfly. Get ready for big changes, Capricorn. You've been in the cocoon, baby. Walking through the tunnel. Feeling the warmth on your skin from that light busting through, knowing you're almost there. You're about to break free of your cocoon. Everything you're doing while you're in that cocoon is going to be worth it. The lemon juice was worth the squeeze, baby. When an opportunity presents itself, take it. Take hold of it, okay? I'm going to leave that there, Capricorn. I love you guys. I wish you the very, very best. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I need to change my name on here, so let me know what I should change it to, because there's some girl on here like Katie Joy Crystal Ball, and all she talks about is like negative gossip for reality stars. So let me know what I should change my name to. If you have a suggestion, leave it in the comments. But I love you guys. I wish you the very, very best, and I'll see you soon.